Hello everyone, welcome back to our Mudbox 2017 series. We are been texturing a rock here. Um, this lesson I'm going to try to wrap it all up, so you're going to have to bear with me. It might run a little bit long. Okay, so let's look here. What we need to do is we need a little bit of dirt to fill in the cracks a little bit. So we're going to create ourselves another layer here. It's going to be called dirt. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of dry brush dirt. We're going to, let's see here, let's grab ourselves a stencil. We have dry brush already turned on. Let's maybe do, how about this one here? Color, let's go with something more like black. And we'll make the strength in like 30%, 37%. And we want the dirt to be inside the crevices, so not so much on the outside. So let's see here. So you have to hold down Control to invert it. So we'll just do Control. Paint it in there. Yeah, it looks a little bit intense. We're gonna make the brush size bigger so we get this done a little bit faster. And it'll also look for the cracks a little in a wider area. Like that. Just go for this area. Okay. Okay. So I'm just still holding down Control, left mouse button, clicking, just fill in all the little crevasses the best I can. Okay, that's good. Okay. Now, I obviously don't want it to be that thick, so I'm going to go and go over to my channel over here. I'm just going to fade it down. That's a little more acceptable. Still a little bit too much. Okay, that looks a little better. Okay. Now, I did go and test this before I started this project, or before I started this video, and I realized that the speculator, it by default, Mudbox puts this back color kind of like the shader that you see, that orange or that brown shader you start with. That comes out in the normal map, so or the texture maps. For specular, it's like this blue background. So what I think that we need to do actually to, otherwise what will happen is we'll get these blue accents on here that I don't want. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to flood the spec layer, and then we'll have to re-texture this, which is fine. We'll just go in here, click on specular. Okay. And we're just going to do, we can't do a dry brush, we can do a paintbrush. Okay. Set it to black. I'll get rid of all the reflectivity. Go flood paint layer. Okay, so that got rid of all the shininess. Now, if we want to paint a little bit of shininess back into it, we can. We're going to now go back over here, and probably not white. Let's go with something kind of over in the grayscale area, so right in here. And we'll just go in and probably paint in a couple spots of maybe turn on stamp spacing a little higher, Let me bring this up to, let's say, 24. Just kind of spackle it in there. So it's got a little bit of reflectivity, but not a ton. And it is doing it on the ridges too. I don't think I need to do it. All inside the crevasse areas. I'm liking that. It's looking good. Let's make it a little bigger for this side. At the bottom here, let's go ahead and just add a little bit. Alright, I think I'm pretty happy with that. It's got a little bit of reflectivity to it, indicating there's some metallics in there. I like that. Throw a little bit in there. Okay, I'm good. Alright, so getting this object and all of its textures we currently have out of Mudbox and into something else, some kind of external program. What we use is in other colleges either Maya or Unity. Those are the two different programs we like to be able to bring these into. And I have Unity open so that we can go with the game dev workflow. It's the same exact thing for Maya, but Unity requires just a little bit more prep because with Maya you can just directly send this straight over there. So this will be a little more hands-on so you guys can see how everything's connected. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Object List, and I'm going to go to UV, and you can do an extract operation. This will extract whatever maps you want. You can also just send directly over your texture maps. So let's first go through and do an actual normal map operation, and then after that we can go ahead and do a plugin inside of Unity. So I'm having normal selected. You can also do transfer for paint layers, ambient inclusion, displacement map, all these you can do. Maybe we'll do displacement map as well. And sure, let's just throw paint layers in there. So we go add selected. So we have our retop 1. And then our source model, add selected, retop level 4. So this is telling me that I'm on subdivision level 4. That's where all this baked information is going to come from. It says high resolution mesh. Generate one map for all targets. Yes, that's what we want. Okay. Image size, same as source. Best guess is fine. Let's go to displacement map. That's good as well. We want to generate a 4K map, also on best guess. Okay. Where's this going to go? So this option output. We're going to go ahead and click on. Let's go ahead and put this on the desktop for now. We'll call this one folder displacement. Okay. Let's go up again. We're going to check out the normal maps. Okay. 4K, best guess. Everything here is good. We're going to go to, call this one folder normal. I'm going to save that. Right now it's at bits per channel. I'm going to change from 8-bit to 32-bit. Oh. You have to go to target. Nope. Alright, I guess we're stuck with 8 bits since we're doing PNGs and targets. Okay, fine. Go back to 8-bit. Okay, so those are all set up. Displacement, normal, transfer paint layers, those are all done, right? Okay, good. So now I can go ahead and hit extract, and it'll do all the operations at the same time. Extract. Okay, so it's extracting. You can see down here it says 13, 14 is going through. This is going to take a couple minutes for it to do all of it. I knew this was going to take a little while, so I went ahead and brought open Unity so I can go ahead and show you guys how this will export out and then import into Unity. So I'm just going to go ahead and shrink these down for now and bring Unity over. Okay, here's just an empty scene that I have. Okay, so underneath assets, you'll want to decide how you want to organize your scene, but just for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to stick all of it inside here in my assets. So I'm going to go ahead and move this over just a little bit so I can move in my stuff. You can do import as well, so two game objects, and or let's see here, assets, and then import new package. But it'll be easier if I just do it this way. Just going to drag and drop this in here. Yeah, so I can give myself quite enough room. Just drag and drop this straight over here. Okay. Good. And then I can go in here. Also, just drag all three of these in here. Yeah, let's just take a minute, just flattening all these maps in. Okay. We'll come back to Mudbox. I think that one of the extractions failed, but I have other ways if it did. I can show you that'll expedite the process. Okay, so here's our rock from our base mesh. We're just going to go ahead and bring that one in here. Just drop it right there like so. Bring it down, bring it over here. Yep. Now we want to add in all of our textures, and right now it says standard specular setup. I believe that will do. Yep, that's good. we're going to open this up, and underneath albedo, that's where our material flatten diffuse will go. Here, I'm just going to drag this guy and just plug it right in here. There we go. Now you can see there's texture on our rock over here. Looks good, right? Okay. Next, we're going to add in our normal map. Let's go ahead and drag this one into the normal map channel. Okay. Go ahead and fix that. Sometimes that seems to happen, but now it's all good now. Alright, it's looking pretty good. So now we just got to throw in our spec. And this is where I was telling you about how if we don't flood our specular beforehand, you'll see how it's got this blue in the background. That's not what we don't want. So we're going to take this guy and just put it in here anyways. Okay, so now you can see that it's shiny there, but then you have like this smoothness where you can make it to where those spots that are supposed to be reflective are more shiny. Say how much do you want them to be shiny. Okay. So there you go. That is our rock brought out of Mudbox, stuck inside of Unity, and all the texture maps are plugged in to it. Okay. Let's go ahead and close this down. Let's just go inside Mudbox again. Go back into here. Alright, let's see if we can fill layers. Okay, it looks like let's see here. Yeah, let's say the boulders did drop. They didn't go up. Okay, fine. Have a different way. So what you can do if you end up with a fail like that, and you can always just go to the object list, step down, the lowest subdivision level, and do File, Export Selection, and just call this one folder. Okay. See down here is exporting. Mudbox is freaking out for a minute. Okay. And then it'll come back. There we go. There's our boulder FBX. And here is our boulder texture files. There's our diffuse and our specular. Okay. So that's it. We can even go so far as to taking this specular and replacing it in Unity. I think we'll go ahead and do that really quick. See if that looks better. Give me just a minute, guys. This is transferring over there. Okay, there it is. So now you can see that it's more of black and white instead of blue. So hopefully that will give us a better result here. Go to rock mesh, and we'll just replace this one with specular here. Okay. Oh, okay, that looks a lot better. There we go. We're going to adjust the smoothness of the specular highlights. It's a little bit too much over here. Okay. Alright, so that about does it. I'm going to call that good for this project. You guys have made a rock and created textures for it, looking inside Unity. So in the next project, we're going to look at doing a weapon, and we're going to look at texturing each one of its individual hard surface parts. And then again, we'll work on baking out textures and bringing them into Unity. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next lesson.